For decades, cross-species animal friendships have drawn many oohs and ahs from the crowd. These fairly odd couples of cats and dogs and bears and lions and dogs and deer can often be seen making headlines when scrolling through various social media feeds. But what exactly is an animal friendship? Based on our extensive research of BuzzFeed verified animal friendships, the most commonly accepted definition seems to be a mutually beneficial relationship between what's absolutely necessary for survival, which occurs between two animals that are not normally seen together due to the typical predator-prey interactions or different habitats. That's a long sentence, Connie. Are you sure you don't want to edit this? Anyway, on the Aristotelian spectrum, we can probably classify interspecies animal friendships right around here. Definitely on the lesser friendships end, but closer to pleasure than utility friendships, so that we don't have to say corals and algae are BFFs. Now, we can examine why we believe these interspecies friendships can actually occur. One of these common themes running through the majority of examples is captivity. In non-abusive cases, it's thought that because the animal's basic needs such as food and safety are satisfied in captivity, they can act more based on the higher social and even emotional needs. Youth is also a factor that's believed to play a role. Many cross-species friendships form when both animals are young. This has therefore led people to speculate that perhaps up until a certain point in their lives, animals don't have or don't know social roles yet. So if, for instance, you raised a puppy from birth in a litter of kittens, the puppy would act like a cat and maybe even think it's a cat. We'll see an example of this later. Let's now look at a darker twist. Unfortunately, captivity often comes with abuse, whether before or during confinement. The common thought is that the stress resulting from these traumatic experiences produces such a great need for some sort of social or emotional support that it actually overrides the more biological tendencies. We see this clearly through the bonds formed between a bear, a lion, and a tiger. We will call it BLT. The BLT was found as cubs severely malnourished and sustaining open infected wounds in a drug dealer's house in Atlanta, Georgia. When they were taken in by an animal sanctuary, they were already seen to be grooming, snuggling, and playing with each other. Having such a traumatizing experience so early on in their lives could very well have served as emotional catalysts to bring the BLT together and help them maintain their friendship even beyond sexual maturity. Perhaps we can generalize and say that even non-human animals draw together in hard times. And now we're on to a real-life example with two common household pets, also known as the cat and the dog. And over here we have Samantha, the cat, and Peanut, the dog. And as you can see, the relationship is very Now we are going to interview the cat. Hello Samantha. How's your day been? Very nice, very nice. What would you say your relationship with Peanut is? Very interesting, very good commentary. I like it. Yes, my finger does smell good, doesn't it? Okay, good job. And now we'll be interviewing Peanut. Hello Peanut. How's your day been? Oh, wow. Very interesting, I can tell. Yes, I know you ate food today. I ate food too. But I came to ask, how's your relationship with the cat, you know? Yes, the pen is interesting, but how is your relationship? Well, it looks like she doesn't really want to talk about it. I'm guessing they're having a little rough stage right now.